Alright, so we're out today. Just come out for a little short walk from where I parked, and I'm checking out a possible wild camping spot in these woods. I'm not actually wild camping obviously because you can't really at the moment. I'm just going to do a little hour or so in the woods, make a brew, try out an idea I've got for a better way of setting up my Bobcat 1 tent, and check out the area and see if it's a possibility. I'll show you location when I get there, but quite nice to see that these woods are really kind of, I don't know if you can see them yet. The trees are quite spaced out but old, which means that it must be quite an old woods, I would have thought. I'll have to look it up, because you know, when they're modern planted woods they become really just overly dense, and that makes it difficult for a lot of animals to live in them. Anyway, let's go. So where I am now, looking at the map, there shouldn't really be a main path around the edge of the woods here, and that's why I wanted to come here to check out for a wild camping spot, because I thought I could plot up right on the edge of the woods but looking into the field, which would feel a bit more nice and open, and a bit nicer if it's sunny in the morning and stuff. But it looks like the path that's going in has been stopped by a fence that goes all the way along, that's not shown on OS maps. It's a bit annoying that it's not shown on OS maps, because you know, OS is supposed to be the best maps. I find this quite a lot. There's things that are not updated, and it looks like they've diverted the kind of main path to come around this way, which means the edge of the woods are too close to the path really. It's alright if you do a late night, early morning wild camp, but I wanted to find something that I could kind of not have to rush and pack up so quickly in the morning, maybe take my time a bit more. But I'm going to keep going further down to the next little bit of woods. I think hopefully there's no path on that one, and we'll have a look. So I found what could be a good little spot just over there. Not sure if you can pick it up on the camera. You probably can just about. Some sort of track going through here. I'm not sure if that is just an animal track or a dog walker track, but it's pretty sort of dense around here. So you can see there's all trees been felled or fallen down, so it's quite well protected in here. If that's an animal track, potentially that's worse, because then you're going to get, you know, all different animals coming through here. There could be even some sort of den around here, fox den or something, and then I'm camping right next to it. Could cause problems. Not too sure at the moment, but I don't want to keep going and going, so I think I'm going to set my tent up here anyway and test out my little idea. So first of all, I'm going to peg down on both ends of it. Hopefully now when I put the pole through, I won't have to pull on the actual tent itself at the same time as trying to move the pole. Trying to, get the pole in. So I'll get one end in, and then I can use two hands to wrench the other one in. Well, that sort of worked. I actually kind of bent the pole a bit doing it, which goes to tell me that this is a design flaw and the pole is too long for the tent. So basically, as I got this end in, it created a sharp bend here. But I had to put that much force to get it in. So it tells me that this pole is designed. See that sharp bend? You can kind of bend it back, but for me this is a faulty design. We'll see. I'll carry on using it and see how it goes. So I'm considering whether to take that out and put it back in again, Let's see if I get a better distribution. See, that pole is quite straight there, and that one's like meh. So it's definitely bent. Some people are going to really struggle with this, including myself. I can give it a lot more, but it's just going to keep bending it and breaking it. Cannot get it back out again. Okay, a bit of a disappointing start to the setup there. I think the tent's still usable, you know, it's not going to like fall apart. But getting it back out again is going to be a pain. And if I'm constantly really forcing it in and forcing it out, how long are them poles going to last? I think I'm just going to have to keep doing it. Use it for my next actual wild camp and see how it goes, and if it's a problem again, then I'll have to take it back. It's a design fault. Got my usual British Army NI patrol pack, which is what I've been using for my solo camps, the couple that I've done. We got Easter one of these before. I got one for myself as well. It's Decathlon little sit pad, really cheap, works a treat. So I'll just shove that in there. We'll get our food and a brew on. Today I bought the Coleman Firestorm kit, just because I'm not having to be particularly lightweight today. I do have a review of this on the channel, but basically the reason I like it is because it's a bit much for one person. It's not a lightweight system by any means, but the reason I like it is because it sits here, fuel sits there, it's low and stable. I find the jet boils are quite high, and as brilliant as they are, they're a bit high and top heavy, and with this you could put like a big old frying pan on there and have a proper cook up. So this is good for kind of 2, 3, maybe even 4 people cooking. Seen a lot of people say that some stoves, when you screw this on, the gas comes out, have a little squirt. I don't think it's actually just based on the burner, because that's happened with this with a different type of gas. So it's actually the Primus gas cartridge, whereas this Coleman one doesn't do that. So it might well be the gas cartridge, not the actual stove. What I did forget today is a cup. So I'm gonna have to drink out of this massive thing, and I think this is like treated aluminium, so it takes a while to cool down. So I have to heat it and then wait a while for it to cool down after. But I bought the big one also because I want to try out this little kind of MRE meal that I've got. Indonesian style spicy rice with pork. So yeah, we'll give that a go. Another reason I've come out here today, killing a lot of birds with one stone, is to set up my basher and cut down the ridgeline, because the ridgeline has always been way too long, and every time I mean to do it I forget, so I end up carrying, like, you know, way too much ridgeline with me, which is a bastard to tangle up, and it weighs a lot too. So we'll get that tied up and cut it down. Got my usual system for camping, a nice little vitamin C tube. Today I got some coffee, some hot chocolate and some coffee mate powdered milk, basically. Have a little mocha. Not bad. A little bit too spicy for my liking, but then what's the point in calling it spicy if it's not? I've been quite reluctant to do a day camp because I kind of thought it was a bit pointless. Now, I wouldn't have done it just for the sake of doing it, but because I had to you know, have another practice setting up the tent and try out my little idea of pegging down both ends and then putting the pole in, and I had to cut down the ridge line of my tarp. I thought, why not, you know, it's a nice sunny day, get out, do a short walk, do everything I've got to do, and at the same time, you know, have a little brew and try out this this meal. I got this in a pack that I got from an army surplus store, but it wasn't like, I don't think it's an official British Army kind of 24-hour kit. It was either one they've made up their own, or they've kind of pinched bits out of some and put them together in a new bag. It was just in a Ziploc clear bag, not in the official pouches. So, but it all looks very, very military-like, very plain labelled and everything. Actually, there was a pub down the road, and they had a sign out the front saying, "Go around back to order. We've got like takeaway roast baps, pork baps and stuff like that." And I was very tempted, but I wanted to try this out. You know, if I'm not too full, I might grab one of them on the way back. Sort of supports the local business, you know. They've been having a hard time through the lockdown because they haven't been able to open as a pub. But at least, you know, you can get some takeaway food from there. Just sort of might cover their bills, you know. Okay guys, so yeah, not too long a video today, I don't think. I'm going to finish my drink, get packed up, and then try and enjoy a bit more of the sunshine off camera. And got a few bits to do at home, but yeah, I'm still unsure about this tent really. I was just having a little fiddle trying to get the pole out again, and it's a nightmare. And you don't really want to be dealing with that kind of inconvenience when you're out wild camping, you know. Sometimes you're roughing it a bit anyway. You don't mind a bit of work, but if something doesn't work, it can be a real bane, you know. So we'll see. I'm going to see what it's like packing it away. If I get a chance, I'll film a bit more, but otherwise I'll just update on, you know, a future video of what I think of this, because it's such a good design. I really like it. It's small, it's lightweight, it's really weatherproof and everything, but if the pole doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit, you know. It just makes the whole thing puts a bit of a downer on the whole thing really. But if you do enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. Really need that to help the channel, and keep a lookout, you know, plenty more gear reviews. I'll always do them, and can't wait for this lockdown to end. I think probably it's going to be realistically sort of April sometime maybe, when we'll get out proper wild camping again. Until then, stay safe. Okay, I'm packed up, leave no trace and all that. GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop recording.